Should be live here in a second. Looks good. 2 down with the runner at first after Trout has a base hit off Morton. Now up, Taylor Ward. Called strike one. What's up, everybody? Oh, you're on a different account, D8? Hey, hopefully we do win the series. Oh, okay, you're talking to D8. Never mind. I see. What's up, Jacob? Got a bit of a stomach ache today. It's kind of, my stomach's been bothering me for like the last hour or so. I'm hoping it goes away. It should. Ugh, it just sucks. Oh, you play, you guys, what time is your game? What's up, Allison? 2-2. You woke up because you woke up to a bleed through. They did put a stitch in your toe. Damn, that sucks. At least now it's pretty much taken care of. 7. All right, good luck. Well, it's the preseason, but yeah. They have a bad game this today. 3-2 to Ward. Oh, they make that play. Nope. That'll be at least a double. That'll get a run in. 1-0 Angels. Yeah, Hunter makes his debut. Should be pretty fun. It wasn't bleeding last night, but when I woke up, it was. Yeah, I mean, that probably something broke when you were sleeping. You think so? Well, I mean, you don't have to do fantasy then. Probably a good idea if you think it's just going to be a bad year. Ball 1, runner at second. I don't, who cares? Yeah, he looked fine. He's a pretty fast guy. 2 outs, so he was hauling ass the second the bat cracked. Plus, it was a 3-2 count, so he got a run and start. You know. 1-1. Two one, ball in the dirt. All right, 2-1. 2-2. All righty. Probably. I mean, you can Google that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it probably just something came out when you were sleeping. Three two. It'd be nice if you just kind of throw it in the strike zone. Foul ball. We'll get another 3-2 coming. Well, you probably shouldn't have taken Odell early in those drafts, coming off injuries. Hey, there we go. They get a strikeout. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Angels get a run. 1-0 Angels. Double by Ward, drives in Trout. Now we'll see Vierling, Torres, Jones, Torkelson, Perez, Ibanez, Dingler, Baez, Rogers. Should have. Never take players who are injury prone, but I don't know if Odell was injury prone at that point. So, but yeah, Vierling, Torres, and Jones to lead it off. The pitcher is a lefty, Killucci. Oh, Kikuchi, Kilcucci, Kilcucci. Who knows? Who knows? You ready for the real season? It's about a month away. You never know what they see out of the pitcher's hand. They maybe think it's going to break away out of the strike zone or something. Or wait, what? I don't know. Probably couldn't get to it. What's up, Luke Kooks? Oh, when it's full. Again, he probably just thought the pitch was going to break or not be in the strike zone when it came out of his hand. I'm guessing that's why. Yeah, we'll see. What? 1-0 Angels lead here in the bottom of the first. Vierling had a game-winning homer yesterday in the bottom of the eighth. Oh, and he follows that up with at least a single. Is he going to take the turn? No, he's just going to get a base hit. Leadoff base hit on the first pitch for Matty V. That'd be good. Here's Torres with one on and nobody out. Yeah, I'd imagine a guy with the last name Kikuchi is probably Japanese. Yeah, it's a pretty safe bet. 0-2. Oh, I think I'm finally the stomach ache is finally going away. I'm guessing I'm going to have to take a gigantic shit soon. I mean, yeah, eventually Vierling was going to start hitting. He didn't have a spring training and he didn't have a beginning of the season. He just kind of had to warm up. One, two. You're getting your haircut for your echo and then going back to school. Congrats. Hell yeah, sounds like you got a busy time ahead of you. Nationals are beating the Giants. Nice, nice. Oh no. I hope we didn't just get doubled off. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Torres might have got robbed of a hit. One away. A 1 here on Jones. Two away as Jones struck out real quick. They didn't even bother to put the pitches up there. Here's Torque. Two away, runner at first. Oh, ball one. Whew. Man, I'm not feeling that great. 2-0. My wife, Mary Beth, she is teacher. She's a good teacher. Okay. That's good. 2-0. Gave him a strike right there. It's 2-1. Good hitters count still. Should get something he can handle. Unless they're pitching around him a little bit. Lefty on the mound. 3-1. Real nice count to be in. Oh. Come on, Torque. Hit a bomb for us. Damn. Swinging strike two. Call it 3-2 now. Runner will be on the move on the full pitch on the payoff pitch. He'll be on the move. And Torque will get out. Damn, chase ball four. I don't know. My stomach just started to hurt like an hour ago. Not really sure what caused it. It happens from time to time. I know how to. It's just one of the things that I kind of just randomly deal with. Adele, Renhefo, and Desarnaud. Or Desarnaud. One of the two. Oof. And I don't even think it's really a stomach ache. It's more like something's bothering me, like in my back or something. More like a muscle pain or something going on that just kind of like expands over my body so often. I don't think that's indigestion. More like a body ache than a stomach ache. Yeah, I want to take a shit, but my body doesn't have to shit yet. Adele's up in the top of the second. Again, it's Adele, Renhefo, and Darno. It's 1-1 on a ball. Gets him to swing at a bad pitch. It's 1-2. The Tigers minus 350 last night and some gross 3-teamer that didn't win. Damn, I'm sorry to hear. Sounds like you had a bad one. And that'll be a strikeout. Adele goes down, 1 away. Now up is Renhefo. So for a quick out or two here, that way he doesn't burn through all his pitches in 5 or 6 innings again. That'd be pretty cool. You're good, LV. So too. And they get a foul tip strikeout on Renhefo. 2 away here in the top of the second. It is now Darno. Darnod. However you want to consider it. I feel like loosen myself up or something. Swinging strike 1 on Darno. Yeah, Martin's been doing pretty good. He also probably really knows how to pitch to this Angels team, as he used to play him a ton when he was with probably not this exact version, but players on it, right? Let's hope so, Forty. We hope so. 1-2. And they'll get Darno looking on a pitch basically right down the middle. Nice job by Morton. Bottom of the second coming up. Very quick inning by Charlie there. Perez, Ibanez, Dingler. 1-0. Angels lead. Bottom 2. Yeah, he's been a great pickup so far. So is Finnegan. All right, I'm going to stretch real quick. Let's see if that. Yeah, I mean, he's a former MLB pitcher. I would hope that he has like a good understanding of like why you want to throw pitch 1, 2, 3, how it sets itself up. If you throw this pitch here and this pitch there, or this pitch way down the road. Yeah, I mean, there's so much nuance to pitching in an MLB game. I would imagine a guy who was really, really good, near Hall of Famer, would have some incredible insight on like the way he did it or the way he understood it. At least you'd hope anyway, right? Bottom two, 1-0. Angels up. What's up, Ray? How's it going? Perez, Ibanez, Dingler due up here in the bottom of the second. Tigers hope to get a run back. It's 1-0 Angels, bottom two. Back to work goes Kikuchi. Ugh. Called strike one. Perez isn't as good against lefties, so we'll see how he does in this at bat. Ball one, 1-1. Yeah, it's true. If they don't win the game, they're off to a real bad start to the year. Oh, okay. 2-2. Ideally. Oh, there's an injury delay. That sucks. Who got hurt? Houston's up 20-10. Ugh. Got ourselves a 2-2 count. Well, everything kind of feels like it froze for some reason. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet or anything, consider doing so. We only have 10 right now. We try to hit 20 every stream, so I'd appreciate it if you can help us out, especially if you don't really feel like chatting or anything. 3-2 count here on Perez. Good way to drive up the count. What'd Perez just do, a homer? Oh, he tripled into left field. Hell yeah. Perez with the triple to lead off the third, or to lead off the second, or the bottom of the second. They have 5 picks. Jesus. They're probably not playing anybody, though, so. All right, here's Ibanez. Tigers just need a fly ball to tie the game now. As long as he doesn't miss the base this time. Good call, good call. Infield playing in, so hopefully we decide not to try to score on a grounder. What's up, B Major? Swing and strike one to Ibanez. He calls time. What's up, Lions? How you both doing? Hopefully both you are well. Dealing with a bit of a body stomach ache thing that I hope clears up. It's gotten a little better since the stream, so it's not as bad. But I seem a little lower energy today. Blue Jays low key fleeced the Astros in that trade last year. What was who was the trade again? 1-2. Do. Kind of go to 1-2. Oh. Pitcher steps off. Count remains 1-2 though. Couple foul balls in a row. Kikuchi to the Astros and Loperfido. Yeah, that's a good trade. Hey, that'll be a base hit. Tigers will score a run. It's a 1-1 game. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish I had more energy. I'm just fucking, my belly is kind of bothering me. At least now it's actually feeling like it's in my stomach. So that means it's probably a big shit coming. Which is going to be awful, dude. I hate shits like that. Where you feel it in your upper body before it ever hurts anywhere else. You're like, what the fuck? Either way, it's 0-1. We'll see what Dingler can do now with a runner at first and nobody out and a run across. Yeah, Tom. Hell yeah. It's always a good thing to be. 1-1. See if Dingler can give us some additional offense here. Fouled away. It'll be 1-2. Oh. Fouled away. We'll get another 1-2. Ugh. Another foul ball. We'll get another 1-2. Ugh. Oh. Looks like that'll be a double. The runner's at second and third now with nobody, or with only one away. Great job by Baez to get everybody up into scoring position. Yes, I'm soul searching. They but I'm glad Tigers have been as bad as they have. Not glad, but glad it's happening now. Yeah, I mean, this is a part of the season you can turn around. All right, now we just need one hit, and we can maybe break this open a little bit. Let's see what big old Jake Rogers can do with it. Hell yeah, Kooks. Hell yeah, Tom. Next week probably for the Lions. Oh. Who wants to send their bitch over to give me a stomach rub? Well, send your wife or your girl over, and I'll make sure she leaves with a pocket full of money and a nice belly rubbed. She has to be dating somebody or married to him though, or else it's weird for me. Ball was in his mitt. Oh, really? Yeah. If it was extra effort, it's a free play for Javi Baez. And that'll be a long fly ball. That should be enough to get the run in, to give the Tigers a 2-1 lead. And Jake Rogers did exactly what he was supposed to do. Also moved the runner over to third. Great job by Rogers. 2-1 Tigers. All right, top of the order now. Here's Matty V with the runner at third and 2 away. Another hit gives us a 3-1 lead. Hey, it's nice to see the old Detroit Tigers back for once. This was the team this was the pre-All-Star break Tigers. What's up, Joel? It's 0-1. One. Yeah, some early game runs are always cool to see for the Tigers. That's always been a bit of a challenge for them. Whoa. 2-1. It'd be cool if we got another one here. 2-2. Takes a strike. It's full count now on Matt Vierling. Way to battle. Ugh. Hitting those Eagles. Yeah. All right. Man, my tummy's bugging me. I hope it stops soon. That'd be really great. Campero, Neto, and Chanel. Or maybe somebody just blows the other team out so I can leave early tonight. Oh, please, Belly, stop hurting. I'm having a pretty fun time. I'm enjoying the shit out of this game. It's just like, man, sucks. I don't even know what I would have done. Could also just be reactions to medicine and things like that. I was on a bunch. Now I'm not on them anymore, and you know how it goes. Body's adjusting, readjusting. Uh, oh, it's my stomach area now. It's like right here, but it's kind of like all through it. Ugh. Game was ripped off. Was the game canceled? You mean? Oh, it kicked off. Okay. I don't know. I read earthquake. Strike one to Campero. Campero, Neto, and Chanel 9-1-2 this inning. Top three. 2-1 Tigers lead. Let's see if they can protect their new lead. 2-1 Tigers up. Top three. I'm gonna go see if sitting in the bathroom for a sec is gonna help. I don't know. I'll check it out. A little better. Feeling a little better now, which is good. I think I'm gonna go have a smoke real quick to try to settle my stomach down a little bit further. Um, I'll be right back again. And then after that, I should be good for a little bit. All right, there's 2 down, runner at first. I'll be right back. Damn, Ibanya struck out. All right. Well, we'll head to the top of the fourth. Score remains 2-1 Tigers. Hopefully, we can keep the good pitching going here. Let's just hope my belly begins to feel a little bit better. Yeah, his control's a little off today. So That's something anyway. All right, top four. Top four: Trout, Ward, and Moncada. Not a tough, not a easy duo of people up. Ugh. There may be another shit still in this stream. But it definitely is the big poop. I can definitely tell it's just a big poop. So that leaves a ton of pressure. And it's like, oh, okay, I know what it is then. It's just there's a shit brewing, Mr. Wayne. Trout, Ward, and Moncada. If you know Batman, that's a pretty funny joke. Ooh, shit rushed down my belly. Yeah, I have a stomach thing going on. I'm taking medicine, and everything's just a little fucky for me. So called strike. Not yet in baseball. It's still too early. No teams really even clinched an above 500 record. Why would I upper deck my own toilet? 1-1. Does anyone know what 69 minus 2 is? Like off the top of their head without doing math? Like without taking too long? And Trout breaks up the strikeout spree. It's now 1 away though on a ground out. Who's that character in? I don't know. I've never seen Cold Mountain. 0-1. I think we made it through the hard times. 1-1. I think my stomach ache is going away for now. We'll get at least another hour or so out of this, so we'll see how long I can make it. Probably not going to be super high energy at all tonight. Just as a warning. Ah, damn, that's a hit. Oh, you throw it right down the middle. Don't know why we didn't field that. So I'm guessing, you know what was really funny is all the MAGA people after that new episode of South Park were like really hyped up that they were in the episode. And now all their tones have changed and they all really hate the episode because I think they went and watched it. And they went, "Oh fuck, they really tore into us." Now a bunch of them are saying it was a bad episode. It was sexist and low class, petty. It's like, what's the matter, Christine? You changed your profile picture to your South Park. Look, did you finally go watch the episode and see that in every scene you shot a dog and your face was a mythological horror entity? Did you finally figure that out? And they hit Moncada 2 on, 1 out. Oh, very funny, very funny. Oh. Anyway, 1 on or 2 on, 1 out. Double play here would be really nice. Though with Adele running, it'll be quite difficult. However, maybe you can do a third to second double play type deal. Go 3, go 2. Swing and strike 1. 8 something. Oh, okay. Hit 69, 8 something. Beams. Yeah, I mean, it happens. 1-1. Sometimes you hit a guy. Work inside, it gets away, you hit him. 2-1. No, I think he just works inside. Gets a swing and a strike. It's 2-2. He's not afraid to go in on hitters and hit pitch inside against guys. Specifically, guys who like to crowd the plate. He throws in on them. Could be a headhunter though. He could be hitting people on purpose. That's not good. That's a 3-run homer. 4-2. Steve. Damn. Probably shouldn't have threw a pitch right at the middle of the plate though. 4-2. Yep. Not good. 4-2 now. Top 4. Another hit. That'll be a double. Uh-oh, they're kind of clobbering on Tarley now. Uh-oh. Teeing off on old Morton here. That's a triple even. Oh, no. 1 out triple by Renhefo. Dallas 25 homers. That's a good amount of home runs for him. Yeah, he's kind of getting clobbered on tonight. Yeah, betting's the dumb-eyed thing to do. I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back again. My stomach really. I'm gonna step out and have another smoke really quick to see if I can calm my stomach back down. It's almost to the point where it's just gonna be a shit soon. That's good. Be right back one more time. I'll be right back one more time. It's a 2-1 count. Ugh. I'm gonna go try and take a shit again. Yeah, there's two away now with runners at first and third with a 1-1 count to Neto. All right, I'll be right back again. Sorry again. Feel a little bit better now. Ball in the dirt. It's 3-2. All right. We'll take another walk. That'll work. I have a feeling they're kind of pitching around Torres to go for Jones due up next. I would. Oh, that'll be a base hit. That'll get a run in. Tigers will tie the game up at 4 here on a double by Torres. Now it'll be runner at second for Jahmai Jones. Take the lead. All right, we tie it up. Good job. Tigers go and get the runs back. There we go. Good inning for Detroit. Good response inning. I think it's my good luck poops. Mound visit here. They may be pulling Kikuchi. Ideally, they pull him for a right-handed reliever, and then we bring Riley Green into the game. Or Kerry Carpenter. Survived the poop ache. We survived the poop ache. I don't think my shit hurts anymore. Too bad. Maybe, as long as I don't start feeling shitty or anything as the game goes on. I smell the Tigers taking a lead right here with Jones at the plate. Hell yeah, Steve. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, dude. I feel my energy coming back. I can focus again and shit. Dog, I literally was like blurry-eyed and like I couldn't focus for the first 3 innings of this game. That's how shit, like I was fucked up for a second, guys. I was like, I don't think I should. Like, before I started the stream, I was like, I don't know if it's a good idea to stream, dude. I feel fucking sick. Meanwhile, it was just a really raunchy shit that had to come out. You guys ever had an infection start clearing up and then you start having real, like, stomach ache inducing poops that get stuck? That shit sucked, dude. That's what I'm guessing what happened. Disgusting. 0-2. We're good now, though. At least I hope. Ah, damn, he got out. Hey, we took the lead, though. All right. Well, we got a 4-4 game now. We'll head to the top of the 5th. It'll be Shawnell, Trout, and Ward. Dangerous part of the lineup today. We'll see if we can get them. No, I don't think so. Tums is more for like other issues, I think. I think what would have helped me is a squat. The thing where you put your feet up and then you poop from a different angle. Because when I put my feet up, I was able, yeah, it was good. Yeah, we tied. Oh, did I say we took the lead? It's 4-4. Not really. 162 is fine. Yeah, I was gonna say it wouldn't help pooping. It would just make my stomach feel. I don't have any problems with any of that. Yeah, my issues is just it's fucking. There's a big ass shit. Oh, also, it could be that I'm dealing with also stomach expansion that's finally calming down. Because today was the first day I ate like a normal portion of food. Right before I streamed, and I think that was also fucking with me because my stomach has shrunk. because I've basically been eating like liquid diet. So it literally could have just been I ate way too much food. Because I ate like half a pound of spaghetti for dinner, like I usually do, and I was very I'm fucking very full feeling, and I'm thinking that's what actually it is. I think that's actually what fucked me up is I ate a lot for what my stomach is right now. Didn't think about it. So I've overexpanded my belly. Uh, Last night was the biggest home run we've hit all season because I think it might have saved this team a very dark stretch of baseball. We'll see though. 162 is kind of cool for my kind of betting. NFL, I usually play fantasy football with the fellas. Yeah. People like betting baseball because there's a lot you can do. You can have some fun with five or $10. Yeah. Normally I just rip dabs until I almost shit my pants. But I'm streaming right now, so I can't really do that. Yeah, especially when you haven't eaten anything but like soups, little pieces of chicken is in the soup, and tuna fish. My body is so strong though because of all like I'm eating nothing but protein. So like for example, if you feel around my ribs right now, I have very hard looking abs. Um, like it's some of the most defined my rib cage is like my ribs and physique has ever been because like I'm basically only eating protein and it's all liquid, so I'm just fucking yoked right now. And I've been riding my bike a lot. I've been walking a couple miles a day again, kind of getting my body back into shape, you know. Kind of getting, and but like my body's like super reacting to it because I'm also was taking prednisone until yesterday, so I was on steroids for the past couple days. Um, we're not talking about football, and there was nothing going on right there. There was a base hit, and now the first pitch is a foul ball, 0-1. No, I'm not doing keto. I just can only eat so much because of my teeth operation. Can't really eat too much yet. And I ate a wild amount of spaghetti tonight. I'm starting to get the carbohydrate energy dump though, which is my favorite part of eating spaghetti. Yeah, and plus, like again, my stomach is very tiny right now. That's the main issue I think because now I'm fine. I don't feel anything at all. I think my stomach kind of fixed itself. Because again, I have a very good inside. Like my body works very well. It's a very efficient machine in there. 1-2 count here on Trout. Runner at first, nobody out. 4-4 game. Top five. Morton's still on the bump. It's probably his last inning though. Called strike. There goes Trout. He goes down looking. Yeah, I think we're good now, boys. I think we made it. We made it through the great pooping of 2025. The great shitting. There we go. I feel much better, dude. I'm still a little sore, a little tender still. 10 Ks, hell yeah. He struck out everybody except Taylor Ward. All right, Taylor Ward, now it's your turn, son. You can either strike out or hit into a double play. What you gonna do, son? 0-2. Is that strike three? Oh, never mind. 1-2. Whew. Man, could you imagine if I was freaking out and thinking I was about to die from stomach cancer a second ago? You know what the saddest thing is? At first when it came about, I was like, "Oh no, I have lung cancer. I'm dead. I'm going to die." And then it just slowly kept going down and I was like, "Well, I don't have any breathing problems." But then it started to hurt to breathe because of it was a big poop. I was like, "Oh no.
Oh no. And then I realized that wasn't happening, and I just needed to shit soon. Oh boy, that's gonna get down. That might be a home run. Yeah, that's a homer. 6-4. Probably should have pulled him out. No, I didn't have anxiety. I literally dropped a massive poop. LTS. I had to shit. If it was anxiety, I would know it. I would know because I wouldn't have a tummy ache. I would be going. I would be in a weird state of looping thoughts. 6-4. Top 5. There's going to be a pitching change. Should have did this a while ago. Yeah, he's having a good one. We don't really pitch to him very well for whatever reason. Yeah, this wasn't his start today. He didn't have it. I mean, he was striking dudes out. He just didn't really. Other than that, he was awful. Yeah, I don't have anxiety. Well, I do. I have anxiety problems. And technically a depressive. I have persistent. What the fuck did they tell me I have? Persistent depressive disorder. Which is just I'm always depressed, basically. I think I have major depressive disorder, is what that's called, where it's just like, I just got to deal with that. And it's kind of like, oh, that's forever. And it'll just flare up. And I also have a weird anxiety problem where my thoughts loop a lot, but I typically have those all under control at 32 now. If I ever seem very aggressive or mean, it's because I'm in a weird headspace. But typically, it's been pretty good. I haven't dealt with depression since like 20, though, so. Which is good. I it kind of kicks up a lot in the winter after I'm deprived of the sun for a few months, which is why I don't really want to live in the cold long term because the seasonal fucking cold really exacerbates it for me. But by May, I'm pretty good again. Yeah, he was hanging him out. Yeah, I mean, it helps. Yeah, probably. Especially for like looping and racing thoughts. Yeah, probably. But yeah, no, I have all kinds of mental health concerns that I deal with, but you power through. You learn how to manage them. You learn how to recognize signs that you're having an issue, and you kind of approach it, right? Oh shit, I'm having a moment. I gotta step away from people, um, so I don't ruin all my relationships by being a moody asshole. Um, yeah, Moncada's up. It's probably not minor. I have some stuff going on upstairs. I'm lucky it's not a lot worse because my mom had um what's that called that women have BPD oh smart people syndrome. The stupid people will make you sick. Yeah, I have what a lot of people. That's what a lot of people say. I have writer's sickness is what it's called, where it's just massive depression and terrible anxiety, that manifests through art usually. 1-2. Oh yeah, it is Kiter Montero coming in. I like the dabs because I don't like smoking that much. I really like how dabs you can do like 2 of them and you're set for several hours. It's like holy fuck. Plus, I think I have ADHD really bad, and I think pot helps me focus. 3-2. Oh, it's Montero. Oh, that's why it has an R there. I was like, it says Montero right there. I can fucking read it. It's clearly Kiter. 3-2. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do, which is good. Because again, it's just a thing. A lot of guys deal with stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's just clean and quick. That's what I like about it. Plus, I have bad lungs. Like, I have kind of like I can get asthmatic really quick, so I don't really like to smoke like that. Even though I rip darts, but that's whatever. That's a whole different feeling. I don't even think I inhale cigarettes if I'm being honest. You know what I mean? Because like I can hit a cigarette, and if I actually inhale it, I get so fucking nicotine high. Even still, a very long time into smoking. So I'm like, have I not inhaled cigarettes for most of my? I don't think I inhale them really, except every so often. To be honest, if I always get a nicotine high when I smoke a cig, and that's a pretty amazing thing to happen. Yeah, well, if you don't have something right now, you're probably fucking a sociopath or a psychopath who's like, yeah, I like the chaos. Or you're just a nihilist. I used to be very nihilistic, but I sort of got out of that. Again, I think the nihilism was quite fueled by being depressed and not really doing anything about it. Thinking everybody sucked, the world sucked, there was no meaning to nothing. Very, very common. Depression and nihilism kind of go hand in hand. 2-2. One thing I learned, I really like people though. I believe in people a lot, like the goodness of most people. Uh, Genuinely, I do think that 99% of, maybe not that high, maybe 90% of people, I don't think, even as divided as we are and as polar opposite as we feel right now, I think one of the most important things we have to remember is 90% of the people you interact with, they're not doing things out of malice or to make your life difficult or shitty, just for the sake of it being shitty or difficult. It's because they think that's what's best for everybody, and everybody kind of thinks that like they know what's best for everybody right now, and that's kind of like where everybody's coming from. Again, it's not coming from a terrible shitty place, um but there are people out there, and I think when you operate with that worldview of everybody's trying to do the right thing that they think is the right thing, and that's always going to be a little bit different again, from person to person. By the way, it's 6-4, bottom of the fifth coming up. Torkelson, McKinstry, and Ibanez. So, but I think by being aware of that and kind of paying attention to like, hey, again, these people aren't coming from bad spots. Maybe we shouldn't be so malicious in response to these people's ideas all the time. I think what that does is it sharpens something in our brain that lets us see sort of, oh, this person is actually being malicious. Like I feel like something about that right now is something got hijacked by very nefarious sociopaths and psychopaths who understand that people used to believe and used to all operate under that basis that I told you. We may not agree, but we all know that we're coming from a good place, so maybe we shouldn't be so nasty and divisive towards one another. Because again, the end goal for everybody is a better place to be, a better place to live for everybody. That's what everybody literally wants. If you really listen to everybody, most people, again, 90% of people really just want this to be like the best place to be. And we're all going about it a little differently, and that's going to, of course, cause friction, but not as much as it has. And again, I think there's that 10% that are out there really stoking this because they have something. They don't have the best intention for people in mind. They just want more money. They want us divided. For the 10% is basically fucking psychopaths and sociopaths that walk among society and just kind of wreak havoc. They just want all the money. They want all the resources. They want all the power. They want everything. They want everybody fighting because it's better for them because they own both sides of like the big fight. Think about people who like make money off divisiveness. Those are the 10%. Think of those people that go around and like tell people to scream at each other for debate, like for debates. And nothing is accomplished, but two people scream their ideas at one another. They never have a conversation. It's just two screams. People pay a lot of money, and nothing is actually done. Except like, oh, look at he owned that person. It's like, the fuck? What are we retarded? He owned them. Whenever I see somebody post like, this guy destroys liberals, or this guy destroys conservatives, I'm like, I read it in my pathetic guy voice where it's like, Charlie Cook, he destroyed the liberal. Do you hear, Destiny? He destroyed the conservative MAGA guy. Oh, destroyed him. It's retarded. It's like why are we engaging with that? That's not how we fix anything. 3-2. We're smarter than that as a society, I think. And yeah, I just believe in people. That's what I believe. I think we'll eventually get over this. Don't know how, but we will. Or we won't. We'll become two countries. That's also a possibility, which is perfectly fine. Torkelson will walk to lead off the inning. 1 on, nobody out. Kikuchi's still pitching. He's in the high 90s. This could be his last batter. Risky move. I wonder why they're bringing in McKinster. Are they bunting here? Yeah, I would say most of it, yeah. There are probably smaller companies that get swallowed up by big pharmaceutical industries, like Pfizer or biotech, or that probably start off with very good intention. And I would imagine in foreign countries, they're more research heavy. See, I don't know, man. It's so tricky with big pharma because they suck ass. Yeah, like they're an evil industry, but at the same point, man, they've done so much to make the world a better place. And I hate to be the guy that says that because it just sounds like I'm kind of shilly. That looks like they might have sacked him over. Did we get the guy to second at least? Like they've made a lot of crazy developments in big pharma. It's a double play. Why the hell did McKinstry come into the game? For Perez, who was 2 for 3. That was a bad pinch hit. Like, for example, like, again, in corruption, they do have a cure for HIV. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they have, like, they don't have cures, right? Because that's not how medicine works, usually, like that kind. But they have it, so, like, you don't even really die from AIDS anymore. So it's like, yeah, at the same point, like the U.S. government may have had something to do with that virus, but it was being solved by like big pharma. Really has made it so it's not a death sentence anymore, and I don't think they caused it, though that would be pretty gnarly if they did. So like that's a major positive, I think. You know what I mean? Like they don't necessarily cause the issues, but they do try to do something to make it livable with those. But they really shit the bed with the fucking with the opiate stuff, man. They really are evil for that. Yeah, that double play sucked because that's a fly out. The inning's over. Top 6 coming up. No, Kikuchi's at 100 pitches. This is probably it for him. We're probably going to the bullpen in the 6th, and yeah, we'll see how that bullpen hands out. You know how Dollar Tree's always supposed to be $1.25? You know they raised some of their prices up to $2.25 and even $3.25 now at that store. It was never like that under Joe Biden. Bought some of my spaghetti sauce at Target today as well. Under Joe Biden, my spaghetti sauce in 4 years went from $1.49 to $1.59 a jar. Not that big of a deal, right? 4 years, there was inflation, went up 10 cents. That's not great, but not idea. But now that same exact jar with the same amount, same brand, same everything, off-brand, Target brand, is now $1.89 for my jar of spaghetti sauce. That is a 30-cent increase in just 6 months with a new president. Isn't that fucking crazy? And everyone was crying about it, about a 10-cent raise on most prices under Biden, it seems. Because I buy groceries a lot too, so this is something I'm very aware of. It now costs like $4 instead of like $3 to make my spaghetti dinner. I'm not a happy guy. It went up like 50 cents total under Biden, and I was told that was the worst thing in the world what Biden did to the economy. The fucking prices have gone up like twice as much already under Trump, it feels like, and nobody's saying nothing. I thought grocery prices were a big deal. Isn't it awesome paying for those tariffs? Because Walmart said, fuck that, we're not paying for it. And they raised all their prices on everything. Same with Target and Trader Joe's and Costco and every store you shop at. All because Trump put in tariffs. You're going to pay more at the grocery store. They didn't listen to any of his threats. They're like, yeah, we're raising the price on everything, no matter where it's from, to pay for these tariffs. Fuck that. We're going to pay for it with increased prices. And so far, it seems like everybody's just going to sit there and take it like a good boy. Be like, thank you, Mr. Trump, for making my dinner more expensive. I may have bitched for 4 straight years. I may have bitched for 1,400 straight days about this under Joe Biden, but the prices are now worse under Trump, and I have nothing to say. Fucking cucks. If you supported that shit, you're a cuck. Like, if you're not bitching about grocery prices and the same things that haven't changed since that you bitched about for about 1,400 days there, you're a bit of a cuck. Isn't that crazy? I haven't seen somebody post a picture of their grocery bill in like fucking 7 months. 1-1. Plus, he fucks kids, so like, you know. Fuck that piece of shit. That'll be the second out of the inning. It does seem like the only 2 people who are powerful in the last 30 years who aren't on the Epstein kid fucking list is Barack Obama and Joe Biden. It seems like those are the only 2 guys who are powerful in the U.S. government in the last 30 years who aren't implicated on that list. Isn't that crazy? I just don't think they like Joe Biden. I don't think he got invited. He's a bit of a narc. 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. So, again, there's no inflation happening right now. Prices aren't going up. Yeah, I've been in the U.S. for 32 years too, so I have a pretty good idea of how. You're only like 8 years older than me. Let's not play like you're like some age saint. So it's not like going up and continually going up. I'm not paying 30 cents more than I did ever under Joe Biden for my spaghetti sauce. Why is that? Why did my prices go up? I thought they fixed that. I thought it was all done. Oh yeah, it's because we're paying for inflation. Oh, okay. So it going up from you're like not listening to my dude. I'm telling you what I pay like every time I go to the store. It's $1.89 for something that was $1.59 in January now. What do we call that? It's going up almost 10. It's going up like 5 cents a month right now. That's fucking crazy. for some fucking Target brand spaghetti sauce, dog. I don't buy expensive shit. This is $1.89 spaghetti sauce. It's not even supposed to be that expensive. It's $1.59 when the year began. Yeah, but that's exactly what it is, Mo. I'm paying a tariff right now, is what it is. I'm being taxed again because Target's not going to pay their tariffs. We're paying for the tariffs. They're not paying shit. But again, we could just ignore it because technically it's not inflation. It's the tariff increase. So it's like a very tricky thing that's going on here with what's happening, where it's like, well, that's not raising because of inflation. Well, it went up 30 cents in 4 months. What the fuck? But whatever. It was worse under Biden. No, it wasn't. It was 149 prior to the pandemic. I know exactly what my food used to cost. Maybe 139. Maybe it went up 20 cents. But again, think about that. We had a global pandemic that shut down like everything. Everything got shitty, slowed. The world had a recession, and it only went up 20 cents in 4 years. It's gone up like 30 cents in a few months. It's fucking crazy. And again, it's just the tariffs. That's like what the reason is. No, it's only from stuff imported. Yeah, but they put the price on everything. Every price went up, especially the American-made products. Because don't think for a second that American companies didn't go, oh, fuck yeah, we can raise our prices now. And they did. You want to know why everybody keeps coming and kissing Trump's ass with all those gifts of lavish money? Because they're buying shit for it. Like, they're buying decisions from him. Apple's about to get something huge from that company. Probably zero about tax breaks. Probably. What else do you think they're going to get? Zero tariffs. Yeah, and it's weird that you guys don't take pictures of your receipts now when everything's even crazier prices. Like, do you deny that prices are still very high now for no reason if inflation's low? Why are the prices higher than they were in 2022? Under Biden, I paid way less money for my food. Way less money for my food. Like, a bag of fucking chicken breasts is now $9 when it was like $7.30, $8, or $7.99, $8, and now it's $8.99, $9. Okay. That's cool, man. I'm glad everything went back down to normal. So you like everything's kind of like pre-Biden prices for you? Liar. I think you're lying. And you're a very dishonest person like most of MAGA is. Why is food prices more expensive than they ever, like I'm not crazy. Like the prices are skyrocketing on food right now. Dingler strikes out one away. They brought in, I have no idea how to say this, Zephyr John. I don't think it really stabilized, man. The prices are going up, 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 up. Yeah, it's stabilized. They're going in a steady upward direction. That is stable. I'll give you that, Steve. Just wait till also, when do you think the prices are going to go up or down when farmers finally have to do the right thing and start paying for American labor? Do you think the prices of those things are going to go up or down? And again, this is the right thing to do. We should be paying Americans good labor instead of utilizing slave labor, by the way, to pick our fruits and vegetables. But are you fine with the giant price increase that's coming with all that too? Because that's going to come. Like you're kind of saying that like everything's going to be better, but it's like everything's going to cost more. Everything's going to go up, 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 up. And you're acting like that's a good thing for some reason, Steve. Biden did a pretty goddamn good job with recession compared to like literally the rest of the world that almost all entered depressions nearly. The U.S. actually did the best, you know. Yeah, so like the prices for everything's going up, Steve. It's coming. And again, it's for the best, by the way. I'm completely fine with farmers having to like pay Americans. However, those prices are going to come on to the consumer, not anybody else. The farmer's not going to be dealing with it because he's just going to charge more for his goods. The supermarket's going to pay for those goods. It's just like it's going to be a thing. Like we're not going to walk away the winners from this situation. 2-0. And it's going to be rapid price increases. It's going to suck. What was going on with Joe Biden? Was there anything going on in the world when Joe Biden was president? Did he inherit anything weird? 2-0. 3-0. Question. Whose economy did he inherit that was fucking crashed? Just like most fucking Democrats got to deal with when they get elected to office. They got to clean up whatever the Republicans have done. Whatever terror the fucking Republicans have strewn about our country. Bush, Obama had to come in and deal with that for 4 years. Biden's whole presidency was basically fixing Trump's economy. Like, yeah, that was all Biden's fault that everything was bad. It wasn't because Trump shut the country down because of COVID. Like a fucking pussy. And then Biden had to come in and clean it all up, make the U.S. the only place to not go through a fucking brutal recession like the rest of the. We're like the only country on earth that did well during the COVID recovery. We're like one of one, and like 3 Arab countries did pretty good. Everyone else is in like probably still in pretty deep recessions right now. We're like the only one that kind of pulled ourselves out of it. Yeah, he did actually. It was so good that Trump was taking massive credit for like things in the economy within a month of being in office. And then he would be like, "No, that was me. The bad stuff is Joe Biden. All the good stuff is me." Within like a week of being in office, it's like, okay, whatever. It's a dumb quote. Terry Carpenter will bat for Matt Vierling here. But that's probably going to be it for this pitcher. They're probably going to go get a lefty. Yeah, he did. Our country, would you say that our country being one of the only ones to not go through as brutal? Like, we had the least recession, like, we did the best during the giant global recession following COVID. Yeah, we did pretty good. It wasn't great. The economy is why the Democrats lost the election. Like, but at the same point, could have been a lot worse. Look at literally every other country on the planet. Oh, well, to be fair, we're the only country that's actually honest about how our country is doing, to be fair. So, most of those other countries will lie very aggressively about how bad their country is doing. Doesn't really mean much. Country did well. We did better than most of the other countries that were during a global recession. Trump doesn't really have that excuse right now. He just introduced tariffs for no fucking reason. And now we're paying for it. That's my biggest problem, by the way, is the tariffs. And the fact that I'm being taxed again. Like for like the 4th time on my money because of these fucking tariffs that I'm paying for. It is, man. My biggest beef is the fact that he taxed us with tariffs. Like that's my biggest problem with the guy. And pretty much the whole just him existing as the president. He probably shouldn't have won. We should have ran someone better. But again, economy situation. Americans vote on the dollar, so people felt like it was bad. So we got a new president. That's typically how it goes. Trump lost probably because the economy was bad. I'm telling you, it's like a very simple thing. When Clinton ran back in the 90s, he had like two things on his whiteboard to focus on. It was like, it's the economy, stupid, and one other quote. That's it. That's like his whole thing. What 2 on, 1 out, 1-2 count. Yeah, Gibbs, I haven't actually missed any single major thing, so I don't know why you're saying that. No, they're not, Doan. They're not. Who's paying for those investments? When Target wants to import things, you think that Target's actually paying for that? Or do you think that they've rose all the prices on everything in the store, including American goods, to cover the fact of those tariffs, just like Walmart did, just like Trader Joe, just like every store did, by the way. That's all they did. They raised the prices on everything. Torres is up now. Carpenter struck out 2 away. No, all that money is coming. We're going to be paying for that. That's why the prices of everything have gone up. Silly. Most companies are bribing the president also with millions of personal dollars that will go into his personal bank account so they can become exempt from those tariffs. What do you think Apple just paid him that gold bar with the giant plaque and all this other horse shit? Gave him hundreds of millions of dollars. Do you know why Apple did all that? So they don't have to pay tariffs. So guess what? What does that mean? Yeah, so guess, like, you have to pay this guy personal money and he'll make you not have to pay taxes, like pay extra tariff money. But guess what? I bet you Apple still raises the prices on their products. I gotta have proof before I say that. Did you not just see Apple give him a gold bar with a giant Apple plaque and $100 million? Very publicly, they did this like 2 days ago. This happened like Thursday afternoon that they did that. How much do you want to bet on Monday morning we're going to hear Apple announce to not have to pay any tariffs? How much do you want to bet? It's just like all these people getting out of prison, like the Chrisleys, like Todd Chrisley and his wife, who committed major fraud and were supposed to be in prison for like 15 years. They paid Trump, like their daughter paid Trump a couple $1 million and they pardoned him. Do you know why Ross Albright got pardoned? Because fucking like that Chinese Bitcoin guy paid like 200 million in Bitcoin to Trump. He got himself pardoned and Ross Albright pardoned. Yeah, I know you guys are fine with corruption and bribery. That's cool. Boy, isn't it weird that there was a guy about to go to federal prison right before Trump's big Bitcoin gala? He openly donates like $100 million worth of Bitcoin to Trump. This is like a very public thing. And then he gets all right, here. Trump pardons crypto scammer. Hold on a second. Here we go. Trump pardons BitMEX co-founders, White House says. These guys were going to prison for a very long time, and suddenly they just pardoned him. Trump granted pardons to co-founders Benjamin Dello, Arthur Hayes, and Samuel Reed, who pleaded. The pardons come at a time in optimism in the crypto industry, blah, 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 blah. Trump, who supported crypto donors during his campaign and promised support. So basically, he got these people. Like, now go look into those 3 guys and look into who attended Trump's Bitcoin rally meeting that he had. Dude, they paid a lot of people. I'm not saying Biden isn't corrupt. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're not talking about Joe Biden. We're talking about Donald J. Trump and how you guys don't care about, it's like very blatant corruption that he's doing. You're just like, oh, well, so? And just say you're fine with him doing this shit. That's fine. If that's how you roll, that's how you roll. Quit changing the subject to Joe Biden. We're talking about Donald Trump. Anyway, top 7, 6-4 game. No. We're talking about Donald Trump. None of those people are actually part of the conversation. We're talking about Donald Trump. I don't know why you keep trying to not talk about Donald Trump in our conversation about Donald Trump. The whataboutism right now is so fucking funny. What about these people? Cool, yeah, they're probably not so great either. But we're talking about Donald Trump, not your weird issues with those people. Stay on subject. This is what I was talking about with people not knowing how to communicate, people not knowing how to talk to one another. I've talked about this a lot. This is exactly the thing I'm talking about. I'm talking about one thing, and he's just trying to flood me with fucking fake shit, change the subject, be like, who cares if Trump is corrupt? Everyone else is too. That's his argument. He's fine with Trump doing corrupt, illegal ass shit because I guess other people did too. So Trump's allowed to just do it. No, it's fine. Like, Trump is actually a six. No one said he isn't, but he's also openly corrupt. That's two different things. Trump's been very successful in his life, sure, but does that mean he's like he can't be corrupt? What the fuck? What does that mean? Fucking Al Capone was corrupt, was successful too. Was he corrupt? Yeah. A lot of people who do bad shit are very successful. El Chapo is very successful. Okay, we're talking about Trump, not Joe Biden again. You can't stay on subject, Steve. Are you slow, Steve? I'm not trying to be mean but like, why do you keep changing the subject to other people than Trump? Why are you doing that? Are you unable to stay on one subject? 0-1 with one away. Yeah, I don't really care about Joe Biden. We're talking about Trump being corrupt. Why do you have no problem with Trump being corrupt? Because he used to be successful in things? So it's fine that he does corrupt shit because he was successful in his life. Okay. It's a weird way to look at things. Anyway, it's a foul ball. It'll remain 0-2. Talk about Trump. Biden. It's like, yeah, Biden. I guess if Biden broke the law, he should go to prison. Oh, wait. Donald Trump basically made it so Donald Trump ordered his Supreme Court to make it so presidents can't be charged for anything they do as president. So, womp, womp, womp. We'll never actually get Joe Biden charged for anything. Nice. So he can do no wrong, even though, dude, you're a weird guy, Steve. Dude's a cuck to Donald J. Trump. That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. The fucking cuckiest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. I know he's doing bad. I'm fine with it. I hope he keeps doing it. I hope he keeps taking bribes from the multimillionaires to make laws and change things and just kind of not do deportations. Do you know why? You want to know a fun fact? Do you know that there's almost been no deportations out of southern farm states? Why is that? Do you know that there's been almost no deportations out of states with a lot of farms? You want to know why southern states aren't facing as heavy deportation rates or farm states aren't? Because they paid Donald Trump off to only deport them from like Minnesota, New York, California. And that's about why do you think the only places you see these giant splays are in places where they don't have farms and have massive immigrant work? How come we don't see I haven't seen a single raid of ICE in Texas at all, or Florida, or Alabama, or Idaho, or Iowa, or like, how come they're not going into any of those places? But you want all the illegals gone. That's where they're at, too. They're going to be in those states right around the border. Arizona's not getting broke into. It's like California and New York and Chicago. You notice that? No, I know why. It's because the people who run those industries are very close to Donald Trump, the people who kind of run those states, run those industries, and they paid Donald Trump to not do that and deport those people. So that way their industries can stay bumping. Because again, it's not about deporting anybody and getting rid of all the illegals. It's just like trying to be shitty. Like, that's all it's about. And the funniest part about conservatives trying to get rid of all these like immigrants is like most of them come to the country and when they're allowed to vote, they vote for conservatives. So why is it that southern states aren't facing high deportation rates? What's the big reason? What's the big secret reason? What's the big secret reason that I'm wrong about, Steve? He's not getting paid off from people in those states to not do deportations down there? Yes, he is. He's like blatantly doing this, dog. You just don't care. You think it's fine that Florida gets to keep their illegal immigrants, but if California wants to, that's bad. So why is it the South gets to keep their illegal immigrants, which he promised to get rid of all of them, but if you live in a state that didn't vote for Donald Trump or isn't like a farm state, they have to get rid of all theirs? Do you see how retarded that is? He ran on getting rid of all the immigrants. He's a liar. He lied to you people. The second you can pay him more money, if you can come up with $100 million, he'll deport everybody you want him to, or keep everybody. A lot of self-deported. Yeah, fuck. Okay, dude. You watched all of them? Good shit. You see what I mean by the 10% of people who are radically dishonest? I caught one of them. That was easy as shit, by the way. This is what I'm talking about. He does not care about the truth. He doesn't care about anything getting better for anybody. He just likes that Donald Trump is his guy. This guy is a bit of a sociopath, a bit of a narcissist. You know what I mean? You can see it. So it's fine to keep them in the South. Right. See, you guys are too old, a little too old to understand that the younger part of your base is ready to turn on Donald Trump for this issue, by the way. Like, you guys are like older. I can tell. People like 25 and under who like Donald Trump are pretty much done with this guy over this exact issue. The fact that he's letting certain immigrants stay. You guys are so disconnected from your base. It's very, very funny. The Israel thing that you guys probably are in full support of too. Yeah, so yeah, it's very funny to hear this coming out when I know like the majority of your party is starting to have very different views on this. And I'm sure you're fine with H-1B1 visas too, all the good high-paying jobs being taken by people. I don't know. Morton had a bad game. I'm 8 years younger than you, dog. You're not that much older than me. Donald Trump has a very strong youth base. That is part of the reason he re-won that election in 24. You should 100% care about the youth of your base, the youth base of your movement. Because guess what? All a Democrat like AOC has to do is become radically anti-Israel and become pro-immigrant, like pro-deportation, and she'll win every single one of them kids over. You don't understand how the young Zoomers work, and that's a big problem for you and your the older Trump MAGA movement. You guys are completely fine with Donald Trump doing this shit. A lot of your base isn't. I'd say about half isn't. There's a reason they all want to go to Musk's party. Telling you, it's gonna split. It's gonna split over immigration because Trump's letting people buy off immigrants and just let them keep them. Yeah, Dave. I haven't really missed anything. It's 2-2 with one away. We haven't missed anything. Yeah. Republican Party's doing a lot for you guys. They're just lying to you and letting people buy out Trump's promises from him. Where's that Epstein list that you guys were going to release? That he ran on releasing, and now they're like, there is no list. Obama made it up. You remember that? The Obama made up the Jeffrey Epstein list? That's a real thing he said. Then just like don't tune in at all, Dave. You don't have to watch my channel. Anyway, that'll be a pop out 2 away. I guess it was a fly out. It wasn't a really deep fly out. He was going to expose everything. He's going to expose the Epstein list, and he's like, never mind. It's a Democrat hoax, even though it's basically only been pushed by Republicans for fucking 10 years now. Look at this shit, dude. Told ya. I bet you if I would have said this same thing 2 years ago, he would be like, we need the release of the Epstein list. It is the most crucial thing pressing to our country right now. Now it's deep state bullshit that Barack Obama made up. I mean, he ran on exposing the list. Why didn't he? Like, why hasn't he? Ah, okay. Why didn't he release them then? He's the great exposer. Why doesn't he release the files he said he was going to release? Is he afraid of something? Is there something bad going on there? Do you know? Yeah, I'm sure. Even though the Democrats voted to release the files, right? Why is it that all the Republicans said no to releasing the files just straight up? They have them. They're sitting in the fucking White House or some shit. They have a file list. It wasn't. It was sealed in court until 2024, I believe. Okay, but why won't y'all? Why not release the list then? He said he was going to, and now he doesn't want to. He says he has them. He said he had them, and he's going to release them. Was he lying, Dave? Is everything a big lie? Why is the list BS though? When it was the most important thing until like a month ago or 2 weeks ago for you people. Why is that? What's up, Nathaniel? But it's weird, isn't it, that he ran on releasing the files? He said he was going to release them. They had that big thing with like fucking like the libs of TikTok girl, Scott Pressler, all those big conservative accounts were at the White House with them binders. Remember, with Pam Bondi, they had all them binders and everything. What happened to that? Was that just deep state BS? I don't care about Bill Clinton. We're talking about Donald Trump. Quit changing the subject. If Bill Clinton's on the list, release it. Put his ass in prison with a gun, and poof. Will you say the same about Trump? If Trump, why? So wait a second. Why do you think? Why is it okay to use the list stuff with Bill Clinton going there 28 times, but if it mentions what? How do you know that Clinton went there at all? If the files are BS, if the lists are BS, if everything's BS, why are you so pro on Clinton being on there? But like you're like it doesn't exist. It's bullshit. When I mentioned Trump, I don't know. Release the grand jury testimony too. I don't give a fuck. So it's okay for him to just kind of run on doing something, and then immediately be like, yeah, it's all a lie. None of that actually exists. We lied to you. So basically, he ran on exposing rampant government pedophilia. One, partially because of that, probably too. And now he refuses to expose any of it. Got it. Okay, yeah, but they were going to release them just like a minute ago, Tom. Like they were going to release all of them, and then they changed their mind. Why'd they do that? Yeah, but he's also about to release Ghislaine Maxwell. Like she's about to get out of prison. He also said he was going to release the Epstein files immediately. He released the JFK and MLK files. Why didn't he release the Epstein files too? Like he said he was going to release all three of them. They're trying to protect the victims, but I thought there were no victims. It's all bullshit. It's all a deep state lie, I thought. I'm so confused. Like, you guys keep changing your answers here, and I'm just, like, repeating them, and then you change what the answer is. This is very funny, but all right. I mean, I've only heard about these files from conservative MAGA people for about 5, 6, 7 years straight, and now they don't care because Trump said not to care about them. Why is it that you guys suddenly don't care about these lists and these files when I know you have for 10 straight years almost probably because Trump said not to? I'm very confused. Why suddenly are these bullshit files when I bet you if I could look at your post history on the internet, 6 months ago you were screeching about the Epstein files and everything to do with everything to do with Epstein being exposed by Trump. Now you don't care. Why is that? Yeah, but he straight up called it a deep state Democratic lie, Steve, that Obama made a list up. Look at these fucking losers, dude. All right, for sure, man. Yeah, denial is a bridge is a river in Egypt too. Oh, well, because Trump told you that they were deep state bullshit, so that's when you believed him. When he was running on them being a way to expose things and bring light to like all the corruption of and all the pedophiles, it was like, yeah, this is the thing, we're gonna expose them all. And now it's deep state trash. I got it. I got it. No, I understand you guys now. I get it because Trump said so. It's no longer a thing you worry about. No, no, no. I get it. I get it because Trump said not to worry about it. You don't worry about it. Whenever Daddy Trump says something, you listen very intently. I get it. I totally get it. When Daddy Trump says you change your mind about something, you change your mind and you be a good little boy. I get it. No, you don't. You do not want. No, Trump says it's bullshit, so it's bullshit. It never even happened. Nothing ever happened once. Trump is completely innocent and he's actually going to expose it all, but it's actually a big lie. But Trump's eventually going to expose it with the grand testimonies. However, once we can get the grand testimonies, then it'll be exposed that it's not a big bunch of bullshit, but like the files are bullshit, but then like the testimonies are good. Because Trump said it's bullshit, we shouldn't listen to any of it. I got it. I got it. It's impossible, Gibbs. There are no lists. There is no files. Donald, they didn't keep any. They're like deep state that kept no lists. So okay, Dave, you're saying Epstein was a deep state operation, right? But like there are no lists, there are no files, there are no like evidence of anything. Just these grand testimonies. Any list, any file is bullshit that you're saying, right? However, but like we have these grand testimonies that'll expose everything. But like any list and files that he made is bullshit. It's like you don't think the deep state would have made like files, lists? So you just said the lists are bullshit. Wait a minute, you just said the lists were bullshit and didn't exist and they were made up by Barack Obama. Now you're going backwards. Oh, the file list. Oh, okay. So now you're just using pedantic words to try to dance around things. Got it, got it. I'm using file and list interchangeably. I think the files are the exact same thing as the list. The list can be included in a file. Don't play pedantic games with me. A list could be in a file could be a list. Yeah. And Trump isn't on a single one. Oh, okay. Trump never flew on has never hung out with Jeffrey Epstein? Okay. Got it. So why won't he release it all then? It's weird. It's so weird. Cody Hewer is coming in the game with one away. I'm gonna go rip a dart here because it's a pitching change. You keep you keep coming up with these fun things. All right. You know what's funny? He never did anything with Epstein, but like they call each other their best friends and shit. Isn't that weird? Like I can listen to Epstein call Donald Trump his best friend, and I can listen to Donald Trump call him his best friend. It's very weird. And Trump only really distanced himself from Epstein after Epstein got caught the first time fucking kids. Weird, huh? You guys wouldn't have believed the dirt coming out of Trump anyway in any point in any time in history ever about Donald Trump. So don't you wouldn't have cared. You'd have voted for him twice still, even if he's on the list. I'm gonna be honest. I can tell. Even if it comes out and there's like video evidence of Trump fucking kids, you two guys, maybe all three of you, Steve, Dave, and this other guy, you guys would still vote for him. 100%. You guys would. Just putting it out there. No matter what happens with this Jeffrey Epstein thing, you guys would vote for him a third time if possible. Even if he comes out and goes, "Yeah, I fucked those kids. What are you going to do about it?" Oh, you're a liar. Liar, liar. Got my keys. So I'm gonna be real with you. It sounds like you're not allowed to do any form of any kind of criticism to Trump, to MAGA people, or else you're being accused of Trump derangement syndrome. Am I not allowed to criticize the guy for not holding up to the promises that he made to everybody? And then seemingly kind of just lying and changing his mind when it's very obvious he's going to be in the lists and the files or whatever the fuck you want to call them. To the point where they're like, why are they about to free Ghislaine Maxwell, by the way? What's your excuse for that? I'm done talking about this now. Luis Garcia's in to pitch for the Angels. You can answer this one time. I'd like an answer for why he's going to release fucking Ghislaine Maxwell. Change her to a security prison camp. The lowest form of prison you can be in is a camp, and that's where she's at now. I mean, isn't he like statistically his first term like the 48th worst fucking president like of all time? Like, isn't he like one of the worst presidents of all time? She's about to be released. She's 100% going to be released for saying Donald Trump did nothing bad. Why do you think she suddenly made a state? Like, she got moved after she like interviewed with the DOJ. They moved her to like the lowest form of prison, which is like a low security camp, where they train dogs. But she's not allowed to train dogs because she's a sex offender. So she just kind of hangs out at like the easiest prison you could be at, where they train cop dogs now. Yeah, she's. How much do you want to bet in a month she's going to be out of prison? If she's out of prison and pardoned by Trump in a month, do you think there's something there then? Will you at least admit if he pardons Ghislaine Maxwell, something fucky is going on? Can we at least agree on that and then we move on? That'll be a fly out, one away. Or a ground out. Looks like a ground out. Ugh, Dingler grounds out. One pitch, one out. Not great. 7-4, bottom 8. At least you can admit that, right? If he pardons that woman, that's a terrible, terrible look. Don't they already have all the information on her? There's not much more she can get. They got all the evidence, don't they? Like, this is like a 10-year-old case. They have everything on her. I mean, you got to admit, it'd be very strange if she got pardoned. Oh, okay, there's still a bunch of missing evidence, right? She's only in prison for the rest of her natural life unless she gets pardoned. But yeah, there's nothing on her. They don't have every bit of information on this. That guy killed himself for no reason. So if she gives up enough information, you're fine with Jeffrey Epstein's child human trafficker being released from prison. You got to admit, man, if he pardons her, that's about as bad a look as you can have. Because this was the woman who procured the children Jeffrey Epstein fucked with people. And probably also did herself. Like, and she could be pardoned within a month here. I'm telling you, she's going to get pardoned. And if she does, that's real suspicious about just about everything, right? Okay, sure, I guess. You don't see any problem with pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell. As long as, but if Biden would have done it, it would have been a big deal, right? Even if, okay, say you get the same information from Ghislaine to Biden and Biden pardons her, you would have been perfectly fine with that? Don't change the subject. Do not even change the subject. Stay on the one subject we're on right now. If Biden pardoned her and got the same information out, would you be okay with that? If Trump, because you're kind of saying that if Trump gets good information, it's okay to pardon her. That's what you're saying. You're saying it's fine to pardon her so long as he gets good info. So say you get good info and say Biden got the same thing and pardons her. Are you fine with that too? Or is it just because Trump did something, it's probably fine? And Rogers strikes out. That'll end the inning. I'm asking you one question that I'd like to stay on the topic of. Are you fine with Trump pardoning this woman? Or would you be fine if it was Biden? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're completely lost. You won't. You basically the answer is no. I would hate it if Biden pardoned that woman, but it's fine if Trump does it. I get it. All right, that's fine. I get it. Anyway, top 9. I get it though. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know where you're at now. Anyway, top 9, 7-4. Campero, Neto, and Shawno. No, it's over now, Allison. I know where this is at for these people. I'm not interested in talking about it anymore. I get it. Well, looks like it's going to take a walk-off if we want to win tonight. Offense kind of feels dead. Pitching wasn't great. Let a child trafficker walk because it's Donald J. Trump, and that's okay. Campero, Neto, and Shawno. Ball 1. Yeah, but do you think it's... I'm asking you a question and you refuse to answer it. It's very funny. It's okay for Trump to pardon her, basically because you said it's just how it goes. That's not an answer to my question at all. My question's yes or no, actually. It's like a very simple, like, yeah, no, it's fine if he pardons that lady. Or no, it's not fine if he pardons Ghislaine Maxwell. It's not we want justice. Justice would be her not getting pardoned, her staying in prison. So, okay, your answer is, yeah, you would be pissed if Trump pardoned her. You would find it weird. I'm glad you finally admitted that. Because it wouldn't be justice if she was at all released from a prison cell until she's a corpse, right? Really, she should be shot, like a dog. But you probably don't think she should be put down or something. I'm not sure why, because Trump doesn't want her to be. 3-1. 3-2. No, I think we have things that need to find those missing kids. Next. That's a pretty easy question. No, we need to find those kids. Next. How's that a response to, are you okay with Donald J. Trump pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell? It's a weird way to avoid an answer. I'm pretty sure like it's always like a thing. It's like an ongoing problem, right? Do you think Trump's going to find every missing child? Do you think that's a thing that's going to happen? Do you even understand missing children and how those numbers work? So you don't have a problem with him pardoning Ghislaine. See, personally, no. He doesn't have a problem with her pardoning fucking Trump. You see that? Ta-da! Told you. They're fine with the pedophile being released from prison so long as Trump thinks it's okay. 2-1. That's fine, man. I understand where your morals are. They're whatever John DJT tells you to think. Trump says she's not bad. She belongs out of prison, so she doesn't belong in prison. That's how it goes.
We do not question dear leader. You know, I think Trump derangement syndrome can work in both ways, where you're so deluded by like supporting the guy that you're like pro Ghislaine Maxwell being released from prison, which is going to happen within a month. 3-2. If it doesn't, I'll eat crow and I'll look like a bitch. But I can almost guarantee she's going to be out of prison pretty soon here. Whatever. That'll be a walk to Neto. 1 on, 1 out. Yeah, and your boy wants to release her from prison, all because she's going to say that he didn't do anything bad to kids at the island. Yeah, it's top 9. 1 away. Runner at first. 7-4 Angels lead. They want to extend the lead here before the 9th. Say what you will about Biden, but he never mulled over pardoning a pedophile. He may be kind of a modern Jimmy Carter, but he didn't. He wasn't. Maybe I should pardon this lady who corralled kids for a guy to fuck. There's a reason she's already in prison and Epstein killed himself. The dirt they already have isn't enough that they never need to come out and everybody can be exposed. They don't need any more information from them people. Anyway, that's at least 1 away, maybe 2. No, they didn't get the guy at first. So they got Neto at second. 1 away, 2 away. Yeah, it's not looking good. Do you think any of them are worse than the lady who collected and stole kids from people and had her partner Jeffrey Epstein and rich old guys fuck them? Do you think that that's a lot worse than anyone Biden pardoned, or do you think she's not that bad compared to the people Biden pardoned? Did he pardon anybody like that? A child sex trafficker? That, you know, that's what we're talking about, right? Yeah, Biden pardoned some pretty bad people. A lot of bad people get pardoned. So there are worse people out there than child sex traffickers to you. All right. That's pretty crazy. Well, like a guy who killed somebody one time in a fight? Ho ho! A drug dealer? Look out! The lady who procured hundreds of children for a man to fuck on an island for about 15 years? She's not as bad as some of them people. One of the most notorious child fuckers of the 21st century, and you're like, listen, the lady that might get pardoned, is going to get pardoned from Trump, is way worse. Nobody doesn't even compare to some of the people Biden released. You know, Biden released a guy who killed a person in a drug deal. That's way worse than a lady who procured children for a man to rape. Yeah, I guess, dude. You need some help. Usually, crimes against kids are the worst things in the world. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to focus on baseball. You can keep typing about nothing, but I'm going to ignore you for the rest of the stream. Yep. Let's see if we can get a walk-off here tonight. We had a game winner in the 8th last night. Let's see if we can get to this bullpen here in the 9th. We can. We could. Cool. Keep doing mental gymnastics to excuse the fact that you think there are worse crimes than fucking kids in the world. Name a crime worse than fucking a kid. Go ahead. How about raping a child, actually? Let's not call it fuck. Let's call it what it is. Name something worse than child rape. Go ahead. I'm waiting. I'd love to hear what your Jansen's in to pitch now. And if you say anything, I will probably ban you from this channel. Just as a heads up. If you say, like, murder, I'll probably get rid of you. Come up with the crime worse than child rape, please. I can't come up with a crime worse than that, actually. It's like the worst one an adult can commit. Violence on a child? Yeah, that's pretty fucking gnarly, dude. That's pure evil. You're saying Biden pardoned worse people than Ghislaine Maxwell, who's a child fucker and child rapist, child sex trafficker. She's a contributor to that annual 300,000 missing children every year before she was in prison. Fucking weirdo. In fact, I'm probably going to ban you if you just don't agree with me that child rape is probably the worst thing an adult could do as a crime. It's really hard to find something worse, dude. And you're claiming that there are, so I wonder what is a worse crime than that. Yeah, you can't really answer. You backed yourself into a fucking weird defensive corner, eh buddy? Because again, you said Biden pardoned more heinous people than someone who fucked and trafficked children for rape. So I'd like to hear what a worse crime is than that. Because I can't think of it. 1-0. 2-0. No, it's just violence on children is about the most foul thing you could do to do in society. Basically, yeah, for that reason. I don't think you realize the stance you just took, man. You backed yourself into a very weird corner. All right. Let's see, where are we going? Where are we at? He pardoned all kinds of heinous bastards. Do your research. Stop changing the subject. Oh, hell yes. Look at his list of pardons before you pour off. You're implying that he pardoned somebody as bad or equal to Ghislaine Maxwell. What is the crimes that were heinous compared to that? You're like comparing the two crimes, by the way. You're saying Biden pardoned people who were just as bad as Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't give a shit. All right, did he pardon a bunch of child rapists? That's my question. I literally read the words you wrote directly. Anyway, Carpenter pops out one away. What? No. I'm literally reading the words you wrote, bud. Why won't you admit? Why haven't you answered what comparatively did Biden pardon? Because you brought it up as a comparison. What compares to what? But no, buddy. Why did you compare the two? If he pardons Ghislaine, what pardon did Trump or Biden make that was anywhere near as heinous as what Ghislaine Maxwell did? No, it's not even close. It's like not even the same ballpark. I don't even know why you brought that other stuff up. Because again, you're trying to deflect. Biden pardoned some bad people too. He pardoned a murderer. Okay, a guy who killed someone like 60 years ago. Cool. He's probably going to die in 10 years. Why won't you admit that it's wrong that Trump's going to pardon the pedophile lady? You guys see how he won't admit he refuses to acknowledge anything that I'm talking about. And like he backed himself into a really weird corner right here where he has no way out of being like, yeah, Biden pardoned some really sick fucking people too. And it's like, all right, what does it compare to what the pedophile lady did? You're like, there were some pretty heinous bastards. You should take a look before you start talking.
That's exactly what you said. Riley Green's up now, 7-4, 2 away. Everybody can read what you wrote, dude. Everybody can just scroll up and read those exact things. You basically put yourself into the weirdest corner to back yourself into, where it's like you said Biden pardoned people with similar crimes or like heinous, like just as heinous or some bullshit. Because again, when you compare it, what are you doing? When you bring it up as a comparison or a way to deflect from your answer, you're comparing the two, right? So you just kind of brought up Biden's pardons for what reason then? To show that Biden pardoned bad people too? What does that make it? You're comparing the two things. You're saying Trump's pardon, soon to be pardoned of Ghislaine Maxwell, isn't that bad because Biden also pardoned heinous people. That's the complete logic thought of what you said, by the way. I know you don't realize that, but like that's what you said. And now when I'm pressing you on this, you're like, I didn't even say that. No, I'm not. Dude, you're a very weird guy who's like, be like, yeah, murder is the same thing as child fucking. That's basically kind of how I view it. You haven't really answered though. Like, what did Biden do that was anywhere near as heinous to the point where you needed to bring it up in as a defense to Trump potentially pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell? You brought this up as a defense to why it's okay that Trump pardons Ghislaine Maxwell. So there's obviously something comparable in your mind. Is it just like Trump pardoned bad person, Biden pardoned bad person, and that's as deep as you think about things? Yeah, Tigers lost. GG's to the Angels. You guys won a good game. Tigers fall to 67-51. Angels improve to 56-61. It's pretty bad, man. You're refusing to acknowledge that you like made a comparison in an argument that like completely equates the two things that you were comparing. That's fine. Yeah, because then why would you bring up anyone who Biden pardoned at all? Why did you bring that up? Tell me that. Why did you bring up who Biden pardoned when we were talking about Trump potentially pardoning somebody? Why did you bring up Biden at all? What was the reason? Tell me. What was your exact reason for bringing up Joe Biden in that conversation about Trump pardoning people? Go ahead, tell me. What's the reason? I need to know because apparently I don't understand why you brought Biden up in that conversation about Trump's pardon of Ghislaine Maxwell. Why? Why'd you do that? To point out that Biden pardoned bad people too? No, I said he pardoned terrible. That's most people who get pardoned are pretty bad people generally. They broke pretty heinous laws to be in federal prison where the president can pardon them. They're probably in prison for a reason. But most people are like compared to Ghislaine, yeah, they're pretty good people actually. But no, I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I just said Biden pardoned people. And nowhere near as bad as the people that Trump pardoned. I probably said nowhere near as bad as the people Trump is going to pardon, and you're twisting it. Okay. Yeah, all right, dude. Just lie. All right. See you later, dude. You're a dishonest fucking loser. See ya. Yeah, he's gone. He's a weirdo pedophile guy. We're getting rid of that guy. By the way, he doesn't think he fully believes that like Biden pardoned worse people. He just did not like where he got caught there. He got caught in like the weirdest fucking logic loop right there, where it was like he brought up Biden to directly compare, like, because what he did there when I brought up the Trump pardoning potentially of Ghislaine, right? The first words out of his mouth were Biden pardoned bad people too. Now, why would someone bring that up randomly? Why? Why would that even come up? It would be like, yeah, he shouldn't do that. Do you know he never said he shouldn't pardon Ghislaine Maxwell? His answer to if he should, it was basically like, well, it has to happen if it has to happen. If that's the only way to get information, she should be free. Like, what? Like, he never answered the question of, is it bad if she gets pardoned? He was like, sometimes you just got to do it. Biden pardoned bad people too. It's like, cool. The fuck does that have to do with Trump? Biden isn't president. He's about to be dead in like 4 years. I don't give a fuck. You're fine. Yeah, no, everyone's fine. That was stupid. Trump people aren't they don't really like being pressed about Donald Trump, and it's very funny to do that to him. Yeah, I banned him. Fuck that guy. He's retarded. I don't want to deal with that guy anymore. Well, sucks we lost. No, I don't mind if you like Trump and everything like that, but like genuinely, don't be like them people. Like those are the exact people I told you about that do not care about anything other than like they don't think what they're doing is helping the world in any kind of way. They only care that Trump is like winning. Like that's the 10. Those two guys, I like the three guys that were here. I warned you about 10%. Those are the guys you got to look out for. Those are the people that do not have anything good intentioned. Like one of the guys said he just likes Trump because he's like a shitty guy and like just does whatever. Like he literally said, I think Steve literally said the words, he is my narcissist, sociopath. He's like, that's my guy. That's why I like him. So it's like, those are the people that I want you to be warned about. People who can't engage. Anyway. All right. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. My jaw's sore. I talked too much today. That got me distracted from my stomach ache, so that was really nice. Appreciate y'all. Do know that if you voted for Trump, I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think you're part of the 10% automatically. There's a large group of people in your party that are very negative, nefarious people that make you guys look a lot worse, if you can't tell. They were basically like, pedophilia is fine because if Trump is involved. You see how funny that is? They will excuse pedophilia because Trump's involved. If Biden had pardoned or even done anything like this with Ghislaine, the Republicans would have lost their fucking minds. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Peace out. Go Lions, go Patriots, and of course, go Tigers. We'll be live for tomorrow's game. Hopefully, it turns into a series win. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to our bullshit show tonight. Have a great night. Bye-bye.